Hello friends, welcome to Sitecore Hackathon 2021. My team name is Sam and my name is Surendra Kumar Sharma. Along with me I have Ashish and Mani. We are from TA Digital India. So this time from the hackathon side we have the four entries, and out of these four entries we have selected this one where we have to show the best use of headless using JSS or .NET. So for this we have created a one tool. So what this tool will do, basically when you are working in the JSS application, so our front end developers have to create the YML files, and for these YML files they have to create it manually. So these YML files are generally converted into en.yml files, which are basically your routes, your pages or your endpoints, which where they can see the output of their web pages. And once they are done with their in the disconnected mode, then they can also deploy it to the Sitecore where where Sitecore will create its item. So we are focusing on these YML files. So our front end developers are going to create these files manually. So let's suppose they are working on the blog websites and where they have to create the articles. So if there are one or two articles, then it's fine. But let's suppose they have to create maybe 50 articles. So can they do it manually? Of course, they can do it manually, but it's going to take a lot of time and it's not a very feasible solution. So for this, what we have created, we have created a one tool. So what basically it will do, we have created a one generator tool. So it will take input as a CSV file. So this CSV file is something like this, where you can specify what exactly the content for which you want to create the YML files. Okay. So I have different fields here: title, description, author, article ID, blog image, and we have this different articles here. So let's suppose we have the 6 articles, but it can number can be anything. Okay, let's suppose there are 50 articles, still everything will work as it is. So yeah, this is our CSV file, and then we need a one template file. This template file is nothing but we need a one en.yml file where we are specifying the placeholder. So this placeholder will be replaced by the values from the CSV file. So then it will create a one YML files which our developers can, our front end developers can use it. Okay. So yeah, this template and CSV file, it will be input for our tool. This tool will create a YML files, and once YML files are created, then our JSS developer or Angular or React developer, they can test their pages locally in disconnected mode, or if they want, they can also deploy it to the Sitecore where it will be converted into the item. So this tool will save a lot of time and efforts of our front end developers. So let's go and try to see that how we can use this tool. So this tool is Windows application is exe. So just run this application. So before showing this tool, let's see some inputs here. So my aim is that, okay, I have the articles related. I want to create a blog articles. So for that blog articles, I need en.yml. Okay. So for that article, I already have one component definition file. So this is my articles where I have the article ID, title, description, author, blog image. Okay. And I have its React component available as well. So this is my React component where I have provided some HTML, and I am displaying the different field and their value. Okay. So my aim is that how to create the within this article, I want to create my different articles with their en.yml files. So I don't want to create it manually. So let's suppose there are 50 items. So I don't want to create this 50 en.yml file manually. What I want to read this CSV file, and it should be automatically created into this into at this location. Okay. So for this, uh, we have created this Windows application. So when I run this Windows application, it will ask you that, okay, give me input as your CSV file. So let's go there and provide our CSV file. So this is my CSV file. Okay. Provide your YML file. So wherever you have kept your YML file, provide it. Okay. Where do you want to create these YML files. So my application is located in D drive, in this Airtel, my Airtel JSS app, data, routes. So inside this article you see there is no subfolders here. So let's create our application inside it. So you can create your by default it will create it in English language, but if you want you can provide the different culture name here. You have to select one field name here. So this field, whatever the field you are going to select, so this application will create the folder or item names according to this field here. So out of all these fields, which field you want that it should become your item name or the folder it's going to create it inside this JSS application. Okay, so for this I want to select this title. Okay, so that's why I am going to select this title here, and then you can run it. So when you run it, so here it will show the that how many items it's have created, and all these items are created successfully. So now if you can go to your JSS application, you see this content delivery, it's automatically created. Content management, it's automatically created with its en.yml file. So if you open this en.yml file, you see this content delivery article. You have this article ID, its title, its description, author. Okay, so you have all this stuff here. This all this data is coming from the CSV file. So our all the items are created here. Okay, so if you want you can run this locally. Okay, so let's go there and try to run this JSS start. So our application will run in localhost and port number 3000. So it started. Let me also try to access its content delivery, and let's try to see whether we will got our all the items here or not. So you see it's content delivery, it's F4, its author name is Bill, and in our application as well, our author name is Bill, F4. So it's our application is running in disconnected mode. Our pages are, we are able to see our pages here. So now I want to deploy it on my Sitecore side. So before deployment, let's go there and try to see that is there any something related with articles. So you see there is nothing as such we have related with the article pages here. So let's go there and deploy it. So when you deploy it, it will this application now this JSS deployment command, it will read all these articles and YML files, and it will automatically create your all the pages here. So right now it's not showing anything, but if you refresh it, so you see articles, you have the content management, uh, you have this article 1. So if you open this article 1, you see F4, start with our article ID, you have title, description, authors. Okay, we have this blog image. So now our all the end.yml files are deployed at this location. So now you go there, and if you try it from your server side, then it should work here. You can say that let's try to access this, and you see we are able to get our all the content item are accessible here. So we got our all the pages, and you see within few clicks we just created all these YML files through this tool. So this tool is very helpful for our content authors to generate these YML files. So that's it from our side. Will I hope you will be use this tool in your future development. So thank you.